Welcome to the premiere edition of City News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Jones. This new monthly show will highlight all the newsworthy events that took place in the city of Douglasville during the previous month. For today's show, that'll be December 2013. First up, our friends at Google presented a wonderful information session to the students at Turner Middle School to teach them the 5 basic rules of safety in our online digital lives. Here's Google's Jamie Hill to explain.
Hi, I'm Jamie Hill. I'm with Google, and today you'll be seeing the Good to Know Roadshow here at Turner Middle School. It's a 45-minute presentation for middle school students to learn how to be really smart and safe online. So today they'll be reviewing 5 really important tips, and for anyone listening at home, it's definitely important to help review these with your family. The first tip being really think before you share. We do what we like to call the grandparent test, so anything you post online or share, would you want your grandparents to see it? Tip number 2, so teaching them how to protect their stuff by setting really strong passwords, not sharing those passwords with anyone else. Third, making sure they know how to use their settings online so that they're only sharing certain things with certain people. Tip number 4, we'll walk them through how to avoid scams online and make sure they always think twice before entering any personal information. And finally, tip 5, we're going to encourage them to be positive, treat others the way they want to be treated, and just really make their online community amazing. And for folks listening at home who want to learn more information about how to keep your family safe online, definitely check out google.com/goodtoknow. We have a whole online portal with family resources about how to talk to your family about being smart online.
Thank you, Jamie. Good tips for all of us to remember. The mayor's monthly faith-based meeting took place at Daystar Tabernacle and highlighted the great need in our community for foster care assistance. Carrie Holliday from the Georgia Department of Human Services emphasized just how great the need for help in Douglasville actually is.
Currently in Douglas County, we have 115 children that are in the state's custody. How many foster homes do you think we should have with that many kids? Anybody want to take a wild guess? One for each. That would be perfect, right? Well, we currently only have 32 homes in Douglas County. So you kind of do the math in your head and you think, wait a minute, 115 kids, 32 homes, that doesn't really add up. So what happens in a lot of our counties, and specifically in Douglas County, is a lot of our kids get placed out of county. When they get placed out of county can mean Richmond County in Augusta. Out of county can mean Muskogee County, down in Columbus, down at the Georgia Baptist home. And so what that means is that these kids are not only being removed from their home for various reasons, but they're also being removed from the connections that they have in their life, their churches, their friends, their schools, their neighbors, okay? And that's a traumatic experience for our kids. So we really have come up with this new renewed charge for ourselves as a region to get out and speak as much as possible in regards to the need for foster and adoptive homes and mentoring and volunteering.
Carrie also gave some practical ways all of us can help.
Assisting with donations for extracurricular activities, outreach programs. We did a great outreach program with a local, actually my son's elementary school, where all the kids got to pay $1 to wear their uniforms for gymnastics, baseball. They got to wear them to school. So they each paid $1 or a flat donation. We wound up raising, I think it was like $1,500 or something. That we were able to take that money, give it towards the kids in Cherokee County, or we can do that in Douglas County, to put towards extracurricular activities. These kids don't even get to do things like that usually unless somebody's paying out of pocket, okay? So things like that, it's really about thinking outside the box, looking at your congregation, looking at the people in your community, and kind of seeing, how can I help? It doesn't have to be, I have to be a foster parent, okay? It can be these small opportunities that can make a huge difference in these kids. Another thing that we are, again, exploring that we hope will work well, and we think that we know will work well, is recruiting you guys to be a part of our county-specific recruiting team. okay? So you see me, I'm here, and you see Jessica. We're only one person, and there's a whole lot of you guys.
If you'd like to help in any way, you can reach Carrie Holliday at keholliday@dhr.state.ga.us or call her at 770-720-6442. On December 5th, the City of Douglasville held their annual VIP Employee Service Awards Banquet to recognize all city employees with 5 or more years of service.
Good afternoon. It's great to have everybody here. You know, we do this each year to honor a group of employees, and many of you out there today will be honored, and you have supervisors, a number of them who are here with you. This is one small way that we have of saying thanks to you. The mayor and the city council have made it possible for us to do this on an annual basis.
Thank you, Bill. And I just have a few words to say about our annual Jobs Award Banquet. You notice I said Job Awards Banquet. But it's not a job awards banquet. It's really service awards banquet. Because you see, there's a big difference in people that just have a job and that's what they make it. It's just a job. They just show up every day and work and go home, and it's just a job. But there's a difference when it's service. And that's truly what each and every one of you do, is provide a service. I want to thank our staff and let each and every one of you know, staff, employees, council, it's a collective effort, and it's truly an honor and a privilege to serve our great city with you. Thank you.
The next week, Douglasville Rotary Club held their December meeting and heard John Sullivan from Global Relief Association for Crisis and Emergencies talk about the human trafficking problem that plagues our society today.
The first thing we do want to do is look at the scope of it, the scope of this problem, the scope of human trafficking. Homeland Security actually defines human trafficking as the act of recruiting, harboring, transporting, providing, or obtaining a person for labor services or commercial sex acts through force, fraud, or coercion for the purpose of exploitation, involuntary servitude, peonage, debt bondage, or slavery. It includes any commercial sex involving a minor. Two really major areas of this is through forced labor and through sexual exploitation. And so we know it's here, and even talking to Captain Artis, the chief mentioned Captain Artis a few minutes ago. We're friends with Captain Artis, and of course the Atlanta Police Department, the Douglasville Police Department, and our Sheriff's Department, certainly aware of all this going on in Atlanta and what goes on around here. And Captain Artis says that, you know, it's like the Thornton Road. Thornton Road is kind of like a boundary, and Captain Artis said we're trying to beat it back at that point. And so we just, you know, this is about awareness and knowing what's going on and not really having our head in the sand, but understanding what's going on and awareness. What can be done? Just simply, this is one of the things today, increase our awareness. We increase our awareness by sharing our knowledge with other people and what we know, what we've discovered, and just decide to make a personal commitment to even to educate ourselves and to maybe get involved with an organization or two. Like our organization we've just begun working in this area, but Out of Darkness, Street Grace, Polaris Project, you may have heard of these, Wellspring for Living. getting involved with any of these organizations can help combat this problem of human trafficking.
December 12th was a great day for Douglasville as the long-awaited opening of Steak and Shake on Highway 5 finally took place with a Douglas County Chamber official ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Here at Steak and Shake, we're open from 10 in the morning till 11 at night. We hope you come see us. Robbie Stewart, I'm Jeff Watkins, we're the owners here. I hope you come support us. We're a big employer in town now in Douglasville. We got over 130 employees here that are working at the restaurant, and we hope you come by, again, 10 in the morning till 11 at night. Come have some great burgers and shakes.
We're certainly very excited to have y'all here in Douglasville. It's been a long-awaited event. There's been a lot of talk and activity about Steak and Shake coming to town. We're excited not only to have Steak and Shake in town, but the number of jobs that you've brought to our community, and I know you're going to be a great success.
Thanks for investing in Douglas County, creating those jobs. Good luck to you. I know you're going to do well. This is on my way home every day from work, so I'll be just about every day you're going to see.
And finally, Douglasville's wonderful Youth Against Violence program teamed up with BFAM Incorporated to hold their annual winter clothing drive in December. Douglasville Police Deputy Chief Gary Sparks tells us more.
Hi, I'm Deputy Chief Sparks with Douglasville Police Department, and here with me is Miss Monique Rivard, and what you're seeing behind us is the going-ons of our fourth annual clothing drive. And myself as the coordinator for Youth Against Violence, a program ran by the Douglasville Police Department and the Sheriff Department, we teamed up with Monique's organization.
BFAM was established in 2010 in November after my son Bobby Tillman was killed. And our first drive was that December of 2010, right after he was killed, and we've had one each year since. And what we do is, it was so cold that year, it was snowing, and you know, we knew it was homeless people. We saw them behind the old Big Lots, so we wanted to collect blankets and things for them. And what we did was kind of expanded it to where not only are we taking coats, but we're taking everything. And we're giving them to the different shelters, the battered women's shelters, the men's shelters, the children's, the place on Chapel Hill where they help infants and young girls that's having babies. That's really what we're doing, just trying to help people. And
that's the great thing about it is giving back and helping. And you can see a group of men behind me, the Villarica Lodge, number 584. They're out helping collect and fold these clothing. So it's about service. So hopefully when we have another event and you sitting there and you're watching this today, you'll get involved. If you don't get involved with us, get involved with some organization to help someone else.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are in need. A lot of people need help.
Thank you, Deputy Chief and Monique, for all the great work you both do to better our city. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this recap of all the stories from our City TV News Division from December of 2013. That's all for now. We'll see you next month. For City TV, I'm Steve Jones.